Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first of many tier lists with Billy. Today we're going to be
Yo,
doing
what's
the tier
up?
list of all the weapons in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The only DLC gun not in there right now is the brand new shotgun. Everything else is in there. And you're going to learn a lot about our opinions here about guns. We're going to have some arguments. It's going to be a good time. Let's get
Big
into it.
facts.
Let's start with a very questionable gun that I really don't know where you're going to put. The crossbow.
Crossbow. Put it, for me personally, probably the C tier for the complete and utter fact that the reload is very, very painful.
I 100%
It
agree.
but it's just so slow.
It does high damage. It has multiple variations, but that reload, you're just playing too dangerous of a game.
Yeah, if you're stuck in a reload, you lose the encounter unless the other person's just absolutely horrible, which 9 times out of 10 it's not going to be the case.
Yep. All right.
I'm going to go, just to get it out of the way, let's just choose the M4A1. Obviously, superstar tier.
That's an ST.
Yeah,
right there. Without a doubt.
You
Best
can make it
weapon,
into
maybe.
any type of gun in the game. Long range, short range,
I mean,
sniper,
they've
pretty
nerfed
much.
it twice, and it's still one of the best weapons. That gun
Yeah.
is, without a doubt, an S tier.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, let's pick the AX50. Where would you want to put that?
I'll probably put it at A tier just because it's the best sniper rifle, but it's a good amount of skill to use. So it kind of combats like easy to use and also really good.
I mean, just at a basic standpoint of it, I want to put it in S, but like,
I mean, I really want to.
I'm not sitting there like, have I ever had a moment where I clutch? I'm sitting there like, this gun just saved my life. It's no, I just hit a snipe that saved my life.
Say,
it's not.
You can't have the AX50.
It's selfish.
That's the only reason to win.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go with a gun that we both have different opinions on. I'm gonna go with the EBR.
EBR. Ooh, that's a B for me.
For me, I'm gonna put it as when I was playing with it originally in gunfight and whatnot, I did not like it, mainly because of the iron sights and no attachments. But starting to play with it a bit more, trying to get platinum and whatnot, but definitely not higher than a C for me.
Okay. Did you put it above or below the crossbow though?
Same level.
So, yeah, but like, did you put it in front of or behind?
Oh, probably 100% above just because ammo count.
Fair enough. And you don't have to have the iron sights, so.
True.
All right. We might have some different opinions on this one. The Deagle, the 50 caliber pistol. And
I'm gonna put that as a. You know what? I'll put that as an A just to be generous. I would put it as a B, given because it's not the easy. Again, a lot of people are good with the gun, so I'm gonna consider it an A.
I put it instantly in A, because like, if you told me pick a secondary and you can't use Snake Shot, I'm picking the Deagle.
True.
Yeah, so I give the Deagle the benefit of the doubts there.
Okay. Type of conversation. Let's go with the FAL. For me personally, if I were going for best guns, definitely not the FAL, just because I'm not the rifles. But I'm gonna put it in the B. One, because it's fun. Two, because it has a high damage output. But I would use it as a clutch me gun.
I love the gun. I'm great with the gun. My personal opinion of the gun, it honestly could be high A. As an overall weapon, it's a B weapon gun.
Yeah.
I
think that's generous.
People with normal trigger fingers, the high damage clutches it, and it's better than the EBR because of the fire rate. But it's just a slightly better EBR. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Let's go with the Odin. That's gonna be an A for me, above the Deagle, but below the AX50. Because in my mind, it's an automatic FAL.
100% agree.
So yeah, you don't have to rely on a trigger finger. So now you're doing a lot better with it.
I think the only is that like it's a slow gun in the sense of you can't get like high multi kills with it, but if you play it right, you can definitely slay it entirely.
Yeah, I mean I've gotten I've hit a few quad feeds with it, but it's definitely a challenge. That's for sure.
It's not something that like an M4
It's
you can
not,
just start
yeah.
spraying.
It's
you know?
not an S tier M4.
Yeah.
All right, your pick.
Let's go with honestly my personal favorite AR. Let's do the Grau.
Okay.
I think
So
A tier as well.
Recently, I definitely think it's become a lot better. If we include Warzone, which we're not, but if we did, I'd honestly almost put it in S tier. But in my mind, it's better than the AX50 and everything else. It's the highest A right now in my mind.
Yeah, I think it's below the M4A1 right now. I like how much variety the gun has when it changes, like the iron sights, or you put a different barrel on and whatnot. It's really nice to use. So
yeah. All right, let's go with a easy decision here. I don't think we'll have any disagreements on this one. The MP5.
Yeah, I honestly thought the F tier.
Yeah, worst gun in the game.
Dude, not even good. Okay, so a lot of people think that the MP5 is not overpowered gun. From what I've seen on YouTube content, at least, it is 100% overpowered, and I can confirm this because me and Max and our friends were playing a Search and Destroy game, CDL. They were consistently getting two-shot by the best MP5 loadout I have ever seen. 2 to 3 shots, headshots, whatnot.
I mean, this gun with the right
insane.
weapons, with the right attachments, the right classes, and the right situations, this could be the best gun in the game. The only reason I put it under the M4 is because you can make the M4 like an SMG. You can't make the MP5 like an AR.
I mean, to an extent, yeah, but then again, like the M4A1 has 70 attachments compared with like 50 or whatnot.
And there you go, and that's going to make the gun slightly worse.
Yeah, it's just automatically below because of the variations. That you
definitely an S tier. All right.
With my best and favorite shotgun, the RPG-7.
Honestly, dude, it's a C tier for me. It's above the crossbow as an honest answer, though, just because with Amped on, you can get quad feeds really easily in objective game modes. You can get a bunch of kills. It shoots down streaks. It's not a lock-on. It's fast. You don't feel sluggish with it. I wouldn't choose it as a secondary over really anything else, but if I'm sitting there, I could be like, yeah, I'd definitely rock it.
I would put it. I really want to put it in the S tier, and you only know why. I'm genuinely going to put it in the B tier for the fact that if you're running a shot like a genuine 725 Model 680 in pubs, you can have the artillery for your like somewhat long range to honestly just a clutch meat gun if you really need it. You have Amped on, you can shoot it. If you have you can win that encounter.
100% agreed.
You just got to be careful and smart with it. So I'm going to put that as B tier, below the FAL, but still on that same level.
All right, and I'm going to pick another easy S tier for me. I don't know where you're going to put it. The PKM.
Ooh.
It's not as good as the M4 or the MP5, but everything I've used off of it, you put no stock on it, you put the right attachments, you'll get long shots, you'll get close-ups. Like, on shipment, it honestly feels faster than an MP5 if you have the right setup. It just, all around, it's an LMG that actually makes sense to fit in the game. So it's definitely an S to me.
I'm not going to put it in the S tier just for the sheer fact that I haven't used it. But whenever I've gone against this gun, I have gotten completely shredded with. So I'm going to put it as probably the top A tier for now.
Okay.
And I might have to move it around at the end. Just depends.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Your turn.
I'm gonna make a proposal quick. If we go with 357, are we adding Snake Shot or not? Because Snake Shot makes it a completely different gun.
So we've rated every gun with all attachments.
Okay.
So
let's
Snake Shot included.
Honestly, I'm gonna put it at an A tier, just for the pure fact that like maybe 7 times out of 10 be encountered because of the range and size on the most of that Modern Warfare maps. But if they were a bit smaller and tighter in close quarters, I would definitely put this as
fair enough. So I put it as bottom S under the PKM because, again, if you told me picking a secondary without overkill, without a doubt, it's going to be Snake Shot. With the right barrel and actually getting the jump on someone, which I can do often in this game, easy kills from range, from close. If I have, let's say, an M4, run out of bullets, I feel confident that if this guy's already hit markered, no matter the distance, I'm going to get the kill. And I also feel confident leading with the gun, so I'm definitely putting it in an S tier.
You know what? Thinking more about what you just said, I'm gonna actually move a bit up.
I mean, if it was a
I'm
primary, it wouldn't be an S tier, but the fact that you have a better gun as your primary and then this is your backup,
you can have that. Yeah,
this is way better.
100% right.
All right, instant F tier for me. Riot Shield.
Instant F.
Personal opinion, it's the worst thing in the entire franchise. Rating it as an actual thing in the game. It's inconsistent. There's so many counters. Thermite, Simtex, Molotov, C4. You're never really going to get a kill. The only time it really works well, and I wouldn't say this makes it good, is overkill with another weapon. Yeah, your back's protected, but like you're still going to get killed a bunch. It doesn't do that much, and you're wasting a slot. So it just, I don't know. It just doesn't fit with my gameplay.
If it was a secondary, I think it would be more useful, but the fact that something useful with it, you'd have to pretty much use overkill. Unless you're going for pistols, then it makes sense to have it as your secondary or as your primary.
Yeah.
But
that's grinding Damascus. That's not actually
maybe in search a bit, but like still.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just not a consistent weapon.
All right, your pick.
Speaking of inconsistency, let's do the 725.
All right. So, post nerf 725 for me, bottom of A.
As I was gonna say, as it stands right now, A tier.
As it stood in the beginning of the game, it was the best gun in the game.
Is there a tier 25? I just think I need to make it a section only for the 725.
Honestly, dude,
launch.
Yeah, I'm gonna add a row below it. I'm gonna name it the 725 row because it just like it isn't an S tier because of all the nerfing they did to it. But there is never a game where I am sitting there and if someone else has it, I'm sitting there like I'm dead. Like I'm never just confident with what's about to go down.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, the gun's inconsistent, but I fear it. That's for sure, and it's really good.
I won't push it head on just because with my luck, I will get that.
Oh yeah.
But when I'm using it, I'll probably it's an A tier weapon for me when I'm using it. I'm not great with shotguns.
Dude, honestly, when I'm using it, so this is why I like it having its own little category. On certain maps, I will get 19 to 28 kills in search with it. Other maps will get 4. You know, it's like it's such a flip of the coin on how well you're gonna do, depending on the map, depending on the players, depending on what they're using. You know, if they're all using M4s, it ain't gonna happen. That's a good gun. Alright, another F tier for me, Joker. The Joker is an F tier just because, yeah, I've gotten quad feeds and all that with it, but that's on shipment. Like,
yeah,
it's a secondary, you have to lock on, it takes a bunch of time out of your game. It's slow, it's sluggish, it's a kill streak remover. That's what it does.
It's not a convenient.
It's not a go-getter.
A team. Like if you're playing with a 6-man and you have one dedicated kill streak shooter downer, that I guess.
Yeah, but it's like
that could be the javelin.
You're never gonna sit there like I'm gonna get 4 kills off of that javelin. You're just sitting there like maybe you'll get a kill. It's too
are they gonna spawn there? Am I gonna get the spawn kill? Yeah, exactly. It's just like it's not consistent, therefore it's not good. And it's not just like 725 on consistent. It's 10% you will get something happen with it. 90%. Oh well. That was a waste of time.
Yep.
It's not good.
All right.
Okay.
Your turn.
I'm going to do my personal favorite sniper rifle. It isn't very logical, but I'm going to do the HDR. Even though it's my favorite to use just because of how fun it is to drag scope with it, I'm going to put it B tier. Not better than the AX50 in any way, shape, or form. I just like it more.
After playing a lot of Warzone, I've really grown accustomed to the HDR. It's a lot of fun.
I think it's heavy, so it does a lot of damage. But like if you're trying to
rewarding.
play pubs and quickscope, it doesn't.
It's meant for game modes like Warzone, not for pubs.
Exactly.
I agree. I put it top of B.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably below the FAL, above the.
Here's going to be a questionable one on where you want to put this. The Car 98K.
Oh, okay. Pre-patch, I did not. Right now, as it stands, I want to put it S tier, but it's a
Really?
top A tier.
Okay.
It's so easy to hit shots.
You're right. With the new patch, it
has. It does good damage with the right attachment. Sure, you'll get hit markers, but it shoots relatively fast. It's got a decent reload time. I mean, it's just an all-around great gun. But then again, it's pretty much a sniper rifle, so you can't have, in my opinion, you can't have an S tier sniper rifle unless it's like the Barrett 50 cal Modern Warfare 3 or something like that. But
I can get that. Honestly,
that's just my.
The more you mentioned it, I'm putting it at bottom of S tier. If you had to tell me to pick a sniper that you're gonna just clutch with, I'm putting a car icon. It's just, even if you get a hit marker, you pull out your secondary, you're gonna get the kill. It's good. It's fast. No flinch.
Yeah.
It's a good gun. I agree.
I really want to put it S tier, but I just don't. In my POV, it's not reasonable.
That's fair enough.
But I definitely understand where you're going.
All right.
Okay.
New gun.
You're not going to like this one. I like it a lot. In specific situations.
You cut out right there. What's up?
1911.
All right. I want to explain first on this gun. I want the first bite at this gun before you start giving an opinion.
Okay.
It's middle of B for me because with the right attachments, it can be a really, really good pistol. But it's no Deagle, it's no 357. It's just not what it could be. So I'm going to put it in B, but I'm definitely not saying it's bad anymore.
So, okay, if I'm going to be completely honest with myself, I probably should put it C. But the amount of kills I've gotten just by hit marking someone with a Karac or carbine and then just instantly pointing it out with the reliable TAC laser and just instantly aiming in, shooting, getting that kill, I like it all.
Yeah, see, that's my Deagle right there.
But it's still like, none of the pistols in this game are bad. Agreed. Unless you're trying to main them.
Honestly, the only one, if you're maining, the only one I do have a problem with is the 1911. All the other ones, I can do great with any situation.
And that's why I main the 1911. It's just, it's outgunned by pretty much everything else. I mean, sure, it has an insane headshot multiplier, but so does the X16, so does the M9.
They all do, really.
A better standard firing rates. It's just, it's not ethical to use it over any other pistol. But I think it's a great secondary for a sniper.
I'm going to do my first love of the game. And that's going to be the AUG. It's an instant S tier, and it goes in between 357 and PKM. This thing with the right attachments, any situation, you have a good chance to win. You're never outgunned. You're outplayed, I feel like. Yeah, you might get outgunned by an M4A1 here and there. That's why it's below them. But if I get the first shot off at long range or close, I'm going to win with an AUG.
I can get behind that. I'm not going to put it S tier. I'll put it S tier. I was never great with the gun, but everybody else that I go against that has the right attachments will beat me if I don't get the first firing weapon. It's a high damaging, low recoil, long range, just great SMG, especially with the NATO rounds, the NATO rounds. It's just really, really good.
Yeah.
So I think it's reasonable to put it at the S tier. Definitely right now for my S tier, M4, MP5, 357, it's probably second to last above the 357.
Okay.
Just because.
So sorry to interrupt you right here, but you're on a time crunch, and we don't want this video to be too long. So we're going to do a speed round here. We're just going to do quick explanations for... and we're both going to pick 5 weapons. I'll go first.
You cut out completely there. Sorry. Repeat.
All right. We're going to time crunch this, so we're going to both pick 5 weapons real quick, give our explanations, and just really quick and get it over with. I'll go first.
Okay.
So, MP7 for me, definitely an S tier. Just really good. The meta right now fits really well. Recoil's great. That's all I really got to say about the gun. Thoughts?
Which one did you say?
MP7.
Dude, Discord is fucking up
The
right now, man.
MP7.
Okay. Def for me. Just great. Great gun all around.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, the M19 is slightly better than the 1911 for me, so in B tier, right above it.
Okay. That's reasonable. I think just the faster fire rate helps it a lot.
Yeah, and then the X16 is gonna be under the FAL, but above the EBR. Good damage, good secondary. I have no complaints, but no highlights of it. And then combat knife is under crossbow. It's good, but it ain't great. It's good for mobility. You can get a kill here and there, but it's nothing special. But it isn't bad.
I think the combat knife in this game is just so difficult to use because the faster
Yeah.
time to kill. But with especially with like the minimal lunge, I put the X16 at tier A just because of how much I like
Wow,
the gun, especially
okay.
with my Akimbo. It's definitely probably the least tier A, like the bottom. But 2 headshots right there, it's like you can't react to it.
Honestly,
you know?
I agree, but I'm gonna change it to where my M19, because of my loadouts, is an A tier below the Deagle,
Okay.
and the X16 takes its place above the 1911.
Okay.
I can get behind that. All right, you pick 5.
Mark II carbine. I love the Karak in the A tier. I'm not going to put an S tier just because it's one of those inconsistent guns that you'll get a hit
Top
marker
of
and then
the
you
A
won't get a
tier.
hit marker.
Instantly.
It's definitely top of the
That's exactly
but-
where I put it.
not an S tier. Let's do the PP19.
Damn, that's a hard
A
one.
tiers. I'm gonna go 8. You know what? No. It's just so good, man. It's such a laser, especially in hardcore. It's probably the best hardcore gun too. It's fast.
So you cut out. So
agile
you
as
went
it is.
S tier with it.
Sorry, what?
Where'd you go with it? You cut out on Discord.
I changed it from A to S just because of how
Wow. Okay.
the fire rate, kill time. So no, with no stock and a monolithic suppressor, it's probably the best hardcore gun.
Okay.
For all the hardcore players out there, it's insane. Next, for the amount of fun that I have with it, A, but for actual like
Which gun?
Dragunov,
Okay.
but as it is, I'm gonna go B or C, probably bottom B for me. Maybe
It's
above the pistols, but below everything
it's
else.
right
just
in
'cause
front of the Odin for me. It's a good sniper, good attachments. I like the gun.
It's a good gun, but it's not great. Let's do the Striker 45.
Okay.
I'm gonna do top B because I really enjoyed the gun. I consider myself an accurate player who gets a lot of headshots. Headshot multiplier on this gun is really good. Or that's where I put it.
The Striker is the new SMG, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I put it top of C. It's not as good as every other SMG in this game, so it just doesn't get its rightful place in B yet.
Okay.
All right, let's discuss Uzi.
Where's that for? That's what I was gonna say nonetheless. Uzi right now, A tier, 100%. The amount of like the small changes that they did were out and a new barrel completely changed the way the gun is viewed on. From my point.
I agree.
My point.
I'm still gonna only put in top of B. It lacks in some places. It's not as good. I put the PP in A, so it's just it
Okay.
doesn't rank with the PP.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's do the. Definitely.
Which gun?
Oh my god. SA, just give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm recording a
It's okay.
freaking video. Give me a second, man.
So, while he's gone, I'll just talk it anyways. The SA-87 is, 30 rounds. It's an LMG, bad recoil, it's top of C. Just a bad gun.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, so I put it in top of C.
I
30
said
round mag,
D.
high recoil. It's not that good, man. Yeah,
Sorry,
like
which one did you say?
SA-87,
Yes.
30 round mag, high recoil. It's just not that great.
Slow. It's
It's
a
not
slow
bad.
reload time. It's
It's just like the
time
knife
to kill,
though.
but it's just
It's not bad, but it has no highlights.
it's like it's not better than a lot of the guns.
Yes.
I'm putting it bottoms, even below the.
Okay.
Because even the knife can kill someone. I mean, that's A7
Alright.
just outgunned by everything else.
Fair enough. All right.
FR 5.56.
The FAMAS. Ugh, dude, that is... Honestly, man, I'm putting it in the 725 category as it's just too inconsistent.
I was
It's
gonna say
a great weapon when it wants to be.
it lines up perfectly with 725 just as an AR. You can get one burst, not a headshot, then you can't get. It's just. It goes without saying, pretty much. It's a great gun. It's great movement. Blah 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 blah. It's just inconsistent as hell.
Agreed.
Okay.
All right. This is an F tier for me. The MG34 Mauser, the LMG. Better in the riot
Ooh.
shield, but still just a terrible weapon. You can't reload with it really unless you're going to dedicate time. Recoil's unbelievable. Iron sights are almost unusable. Damage isn't great. Flinch is ridiculous. It's a bad gun.
It's definitely as of right now the only F tier bullet using weapon right now
Agreed.
for me.
No,
Okay.
I agree with that.
Let's do the Kilo 141. Me and you have very different opinions on this gun. I really like it. I'm going to put it A tier, probably above the X. But it's outshined by the M4A1. It's pretty much the M4A1's younger brother who doesn't get to see much justice.
I agree. It
Really,
does
it's just-
everything the M4 does,
it's-
just slightly worse. And
Slightly worse, but it's still a great gun.
yeah, I put it top of B. There's no situation where I want that gun in my hand, really, but it isn't bad. So,
It's just, yeah, you have the ability to use it, everything else.
all right.
Or something else.
Honestly, something that's been really interesting recently, the Model 680. As it stands with the meta of March 20th, 2020, putting it bottom of S tier.
Bottom of S tier, really?
Brody, Preston, and I have been playing Capture the Flag. This thing has been everywhere, man. It's one-shotting you from, like, across 2 rooms. It's good. It has a bunch of ammo. It's fast. It's a great gun right now, as it stands of March 20th.
You know what? I 100% agree. As it stands right now, it is the best shotgun in the game.
Without a doubt.
And, I mean, the shotguns in this game really aren't shotguns at this point. They're more or less
No, they're pellet
FALs. They
shooters.
do high damage, far range. It's just like
The only reason they're shotguns is because they shoot pellets instead of bullets. That's like,
Exactly.
they don't feel different. All right, your pick.
exactly. Let's do the M13.
Okay, I have the same opinion on this gun as I do the Kilo. It's just a younger brother of the M4. Has its highlights, but just isn't great. But I am putting it above the Odin in A tier, under the Dragunov, though.
So what I'm gonna is very interesting, and they're definitely not gonna agree. But I'm gonna put it bottom of S tier.
Really? Okay.
Yes, for the pure fact that it's just as the gun shoots, when you get headshots, it will drop somebody in like faster than you can even think.
I mean,
it's just
yeah, that's fair, but wouldn't you also argue that the Growl, which you put in A, can do the same?
yeah, but it just doesn't shoot as fast and it doesn't have as low recoil. In my
Okay, that's fair enough.
Probably,
I
but M13 is just a great gun, man, especially after the recent buff.
I can't put it in S, but I agree, it's a really good gun right now.
That's fair.
All right, here's a hard opinion. The AK-47. This is going right up into S tier, right below the AUG, in front of the 357. It's a great AR right now. If you're not using an M4, you're going to be using 3 ARs. The M4, the AK, or the RAM. We'll get to the RAM, we haven't ranked it yet. But the AK is just, it's good. Headshots, unstoppable. Recoil
Yes.
with the right attachments, amazing. Mobility can be amazing. It's just a really good gun right now.
It's one of those guns that you don't need attachments, but adding the
Yeah.
attachments makes it.
It's just like an
Better.
M4 that way, where you don't need the attachments, but the attachments just kind of like
Yeah,
improve it to the max.
I put it in S tier as the in my opinion, above the AUG just because I like the AK a lot more than the AUG. But I mean, it could probably be interchangeable in my opinion. It's just
Fair enough.
better.
All right. Your pick.
Let's do the RAM. Like we said,
S tier. It's better than the AK in my mind, and better than the AUG.
I'm not going to put it better than the AK. I'm probably going to, honestly, if I could, I would put them evenly just because they're different types of ARs.
Right.
Their job.
Yeah, they both do their jobs really well. The AK is more for range and headshots. The RAM is a very fast fire rated AR. They do their jobs great.
In my opinion.
Just like the RAM is really good.
Yeah.
There's no downsides to the RAM right now.
Yeah.
All right. The Strela RPG. Another F tier. It just the reload's way too long. Doesn't do that much of explosion damage. It's a good street killer.
This is the very fast shooting one, right? Where it doesn't have that big of a proximity.
Yeah, it doesn't have big proximity, but like it's there in a millisecond.
Yeah.
It's great for streaks.
It's definitely
not good for people.
Exactly. Let's just do the Pila as well, because I mean, just to get all the RPGs out of the way.
I put it above the Strela just because of its splash damage.
I was gonna say,
but that's it.
Below the Mauser, but above everything else in the F tier. It's just the rocket launchers in this game aren't meant for killing.
They aren't. No, they're meant for streaks, which is what they're designed for. So they did a really good job with it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. We have 2 LMGs. Let's just get the AR out of the way. The Scar.
Okay. Yes.
I love this gun. It gets a bad rep because of the ammo count, but I just sleight of hand, and I don't feel like there's not much of a problem with it. So my personal opinion is it's right under the M13 in A tier, above the Dragunov, but below the M13.
I put it in my B tier right. Oh no, sorry. I'm gonna put that above the Striker for the pure fact that Striker shoots just about with a small amount more ammo.
Right.
But the Scar does more damage.
Way
it's
more.
Just slower.
Yeah.
So I think it's just the better overall gun in my opinion.
Okay. All right, your turn.
Let's do the Origin 12. Everybody thought this was going to be the overpowered gun in the beta. It wasn't, but it's not bad.
Dude, I just...
At all.
Unless you're on shipment and hardcore, I really never see this gun do good. It's a B tier for me. It's below the Kilo and the Uzi. It just...
Honestly,
it's not bad, but it just doesn't do what a shotgun does in this game. You put that Model 680 or that 725 on, you're getting kills from range, close up. It's reliable. This gun, you're spamming. It's a spamming weapon. It's just unreliable.
Below the HDR, above the Dragunov. Honestly, no. I'm going to put it below the Dragunov, above the 1911. I want the pistols to be all S tier. Like, just
I would love to put them in S tier too, but they're not great.
Yeah.
Alright. Just get the other shotgun out of the way. The R09. A tier for me, without a doubt. Better than the Dragunov and the Odin, but not as good as the M13 and the Scar. It has range. It does damage. Where you have to spam it, it controls itself with the pump, the cock of it. So it's better than the Origin, but it's still not as good as the 725 or 680.
Yeah. So right now all my listing is messed up, but I'm definitely going to put it mid A somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe a bit lower. Just because that pump, if you don't get the kill within that pump, you're pretty much dead.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It takes so long.
Situational.
Other than that, it's just one of the best. The third best, though. I mean, like, it's out of 4, it's definitely not the best.
All right, your turn.
Let's do the P90. I mean, just finish off the SMGs.
I love this gun, man, but
instant.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. It's not A, but it's not S. I'm gonna have to put it with the 725 and the FAMAS. It does great on some maps, but it just is not an S tier gun. Hello?
Above my... sorry, I thought we GC'd. I'm going to put the P90 right above the 725 for me just because it's kind of that same situation.
Okay. I put it below the 725, but above the FAMAS. It does good. It does its job.
Yeah,
but it's just not an S tier. But it isn't an
it's
A.
definitely not the best SMG, but it works.
It's not an MP5, but it isn't. It's not an MP5 or an MP7, but it's.
I think out
gun.
of SMGs, 7, right? There's 7, yeah. It's definitely probably the Uzi and the P90 are the worst.
Yeah.
But they're still good. Not really bad guns.
Honestly,
in this game,
I like the
except for
P90
launchers,
better
like-
than the PP19, but
Really?
I just it has a higher fire fast rate of fire. Jesus.
That's true.
And when I'm using an SMG, I'm not looking for damage multipliers. I'm looking for fire speed. So.
That's fair. I get that.
All right, it is my pick.
Okay, let's
So
do...
I know
go.
better. Since I know you know the Holger better, I'm gonna pick the M91. When I was going for Damascus, this was my favorite LMG to use. It isn't as good as a PKM. It's definitely right next to that carbine in A tier, though. It's really good, high damage, bunch of bullets. The reload's terrible, but you never really have it. You never have to reload 100 bullets, really.
I was gonna say...
You put no stock on it. It's really
I'm-
light. It's a great gun.
For me, since I haven't used it very much, I'm going to go off of when you were using it, and I'm going to put it top of B.
Okay.
It's probably an A tier weapon. I just didn't use it. So I'm going to go off of your opinion.
Yeah.
Now, the Holger.
I'm gonna have to go
last
off your
gun.
opinion.
I mained it when it originally came out just because I saw it as a really fun AR hybrid LMG. It's definitely not amazingly good, but I would say bottom A tier.
Okay.
Probably
I put
below
it
the
top of
Kilo.
B tier.
I mean, it's make it into a really good AR, but for it being an LMG, it's just
It's not the best
all
LMG,
that.
but it's still
Yeah.
a good gun.
Yeah.
All right,
For me, just how much fun I had with it, putting above that 91.
fair enough. All
Okay.
right, so
All right.
anything you want to change around here? Anything that looks wrong to you?
I don't have time tonight, but I'll probably record like
Honestly, I like how mine looks. This is great for me.
I like how mine looks. It's just not everything like how you said you look like together. It's not.
See, I did organize mine like that, so I love how mine looks. Yeah, so I love how mine looks. This is great, and there's the weapons of Call of Duty Modern Warfare and our tier list. And yeah, this is canon, by the way, it's not so.